The city, the politicians pretty much is gonna boycott. I be on Twitter seeing people like I'm enjoying the cause type shit.
White House correspondent Jeremy Diamond is joining us. So, Jeremy, tell our viewers what you'll learn.
Well, with 30 days on the clock until Inauguration Day, President Trump is increasingly weighing desperate ways to overturn the results of the 2020 election. And he's doing so by relying on a group of fringe advisors, including the attorney and conspiracy theorist.
I'm just playing with teams now because I played my guy and bust his ass, so now I'm confident with these teams.
Is leading to a growing sense of alarm among many of the president's.
Oh yeah, he did point Sidney Powell to the leader of the group.
Handle the end of his presidency.
Nigga, he about to handle his business, but
President Trump's brazen and delusional push.
Yeah, the shit I posted though, that was Melania Trump.
Some senior officials
and I noticed the jury that was actual GQ. So a picture from like damn near 20 years ago. She had a big ass gun in her hand. You might not notice that part, did you? Yeah, I know. You should look at it. It's a cool picture. Like I was looking at it like, bro, that shit cold. Big ass silver ass gun. She owned the airplanes, you know. You feel me? So think about how you look at your shit. Really look at it like how you would look at it if Rihanna had a phone. You get different opponents. They wouldn't even match me up.
It's appropriate. I would name them.
The Attorney General isn't alone. Sources on CNN that White House counsel Patsy Maloney
We're gonna start it off like this.
Raised during a heated Oval Office meeting on Friday. Trump denied his law. He is increasingly turning to
We playing aggressive today though.
Security advisor Michael Flynn and conspiracy theorist Sidney Powell. Legal team after basically accusing Trump is considering taking a special counsel, responded again, leaving the White House residence late Sunday night. Also now back in the president's ear, White House chief strategist.
Oh, that's pig. But to challenge that, can I challenge that? They ain't gonna let me.
You need to do that immediately.
Bannon, who was charged with counts of wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy last summer, may also be seeking a presidential pardon. Meanwhile, the president is missing in action on the coronavirus pandemic, downplaying one of the worst cyber attacks on the U.S. government system, calling it, quote, far greater in the fake news media than it actually.
Hey, nigga, unpause it, nigga. I was just literally trying to challenge it.
Officials say false claims point to Russia.
I think it's the case that now we can say pretty clearly that it was the Russian case.
Oh, you dumb. You dumb. Oh, good one. That was nice. Very nice. Very nice.
He's got the Eagles leading 7.
They gotta play the game and the white bitch walk past and shit, you feel me? Or the ugly nigga. I've had people literally getting weed and shit. I'm talking about doing what? People getting weed and dude walk off the house and they be like, damn, he ugly as a bitch. Talking about men saying that shit, not even women. You know what I'm talking about? The people we used to live with. The humble, the white bitches and niggas, yeah. I know. I can tell. Yeah, you thought you didn't be.
He finds it open past the 40.
Attorney General Barr steps down.
And he's got us all
Let's go, bitch. 63 yards on that shit, yeah. After that game, I just played with my guy, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's a wrap, bro, for everybody.
Now left side on the swing pass. And into
He missed because I was going right for that nigga. Yeah.
Anyone at the Justice Department.
What up?
Open investigations. And
it's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. I don't give a fuck. I've been not playing with this team all year. This is the team I used all last year, dog. Like, physical as fuck. Yeah, physical meaning. Bitch, get up off me. Not the Packers run. You know.
Tannehill to play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Ooh, third pick.
Former national security advisor, what does that tell you in these final few days?
Come on, get this nigga. Get this nigga. It's only 2 points.
Even Attorney General Barr has left his side.
You good?
Mike
You got the
Pompeo
blood
has left his side. You don't hear.
I know it went out fast. I think the same thing, but I'll roll up some more. But relax, I'm playing Madden right now. Nigga said it's just stop saying. Don't start no sentences with that shit with me. I don't want to hear what. I don't want to hear it. That shit is so annoying. Motherfucker just want to pout all the time.
Will position himself for whatever stroke presidency may be. And so I believe the most dangerous time for the president is going to be between November 4th and January 20th at 12 p.m. from the day after the election to the day where we have a new president being sworn in. Because there will be no reign for this president and no reign for this president.
I think it's hard to see that having an impact on the president's thinking, in particular because there are a lot of other people who have been talking to the president and trying to essentially walk him off of this ledge that he's on as it relates to trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election. There's a lot of folks who have tried to tell the president, let's start thinking about your own presidency. Let's begin to
Oh my God.
Tackle made that time by Landon Graham.
Let's not forget that the Senate majority leader, Mr. Powell, has been the president of the
Fuck.
Nice play there before seeing completion. And to me, one thing for sure, when the organization you're playing on the road, you obviously have to get to the play. You got to get the ball from there.
Win that turnover.
Y'all chill.
Right now, we're keeping a very close eye on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers say they are making progress on a new economic stimulus package that's expected to include a new round of direct payments to individuals, something that our next guest has been pushing for very, very strongly. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont is joining us from Capitol Hill. Senator, thanks so much for joining us. And I know this is an issue that is close to your heart. Critical of the current coronavirus relief proposals, saying they simply don't go far enough to do what is really needed. But from your perspective, on the latest information you're getting, what's missing?
So what's in this current bill is good. I recognized a couple of weeks ago that there were no direct payments going out to people in this country, many of whom are in desperate economic shape, as you well know. Breaking level of hunger in America, higher than it's been for a very, very long time. You've got millions of people who are facing eviction. They can't afford to pay their rent. They're going deeper into debt. And we're looking at people in the midst of the worst pandemic in 100 years who can't afford it. So what I have fought for, along with Republican Senator Holly of Missouri, is to make sure there are direct payments similar to what we did in the CARES Act in March. And that would be $1,200 for every working class person in America, people under 75,000, a couple under 150,000, and $500 for each of their children. So a family of four would get $400, which is not insignificant in this moment when so many people are.
But just to be precise, that yet hasn't been accepted, what you want, right?
That is right. Where we're at right now, as I understand it, is we're between $600 and $700 for adults and $600 for children. So we are making progress, but I want us to go even further. Because I think when you ask people, not only what is the most important thing the government can do in this terrible, terrible moment, they will say, give us some help. We need some help right now to pay the bills. And that's what we're trying to do.
Researchers have found, Senator, that since June, it's hard to believe this is happening in our country, some 7.8 million Americans have fallen into poverty. These are people who had jobs, making a living, paying the rent, buying food, doing what they needed to do, but now they are in poverty right now. It's hard to believe this is and what's so frustrating to me, why is it taking so long to help these millions of Americans?
Well, I don't want to come off political here, but it's clear to me that we have a Republican majority here in the Senate who has refused to entertain and still refuses to entertain the kind of funding that is needed to provide nutrition, to help people who are being evicted, to make sure that people in this crisis, can you believe it, in the midst of this terrible pandemic, everyone's afraid of getting the virus, and you got 90 million people to go to the doctor when they got sick. So many of us have fought for adequate funding, and we've met very stiff resistance from what we got now is not enough.
Say touchdown. He already knows
and I'm just
going on.
simply happy to say that as we enter the holiday season, that so many people are worried about how they're going to pay their bills, whether they're going to get affected, whether they're going to feed their kids. At least among other things, there'll be $600 per adult and $600 per child as well. So it's a start. I want to do better.
So obviously, even though you want more, vote in favor of this compromise, whatever emerges. Is that right?
I want to read the bill. It's a long, long bill. But I'm feeling good that we have made some progress at least. A week ago, as you know, nobody was talking about direct payments. We got something.
Donald Trump was. What you talking about?
But they're just looking at this with
people out there are suffering. Might not get everything, Senator, but you're going to get a bunch that will make life better for these people, right?
Well, one of the other things that we're going to get is extended unemployment benefits. As you've indicated, unemployment is very high. A lot of people have no income Again, it doesn't go as far as I would want, but I think we're talking about $300 on top of regular unemployment. I think it's now for 13 weeks. And also, I should
13? That's longer than 11.
Importantly, the President-elect fully understands the nature of the crisis. As soon as his administration is in office, I think we can expect to see a significant step forward in addressing a lot of what was not dealt with in this bill. So this is, in a sense, a down payment. This is not the end of the discussion. The American people, working families, are hurting. We have got to respond. We're doing something now.
You want a dog. Your kid is what's important. Kodak my nigga want to be over there. You holding his legs and all of this shit. Like, that's annoying. Bitch, you be quiet. What the fuck? Why are you holding his legs now? Stop. Let go of his legs. Let go. Like you holding the nigga legs, bro. Forcing him to fucking stay there. Yeah, whatever.
Voices down leadership roles in the incoming Biden administration. Do you think the president would like to do enough right now to amplify progressive voices and policy?
As I've said many times, I don't. The progressive movement in this country. Remember, I was the runner-up to Biden, got a few votes. Elizabeth Warren got a few votes. A number of progressives won seats to Congress. And those voices of millions and millions of people deserve representation in the Biden cabinet. And if you're asking me, have I seen that at this point? I haven't. I've seen some really good, very bright, very competent people, and I know many of them. They're good people, good selections. But if you're asking me, have I seen the kind of progressive appointments, nominations that I would like to see? The answer is not yet.
Precisely what I was asking you. You gave me a straight answer. Senators, as usual, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with this legislation. The country needs it. Millions of people are suffering right now. They need help. Congress needs to act. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
And final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Locking your ass up, nigga. I got all my timeouts. You know I'm finna take this lead, right? Either way with them, no matter what.
Field goal. Here's Elliott to kick it away. Khalif Raymond now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
You're so funny, Cowher.
Now it's first down to Tannehill.
Oh.
In the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's right there, partner.
I got my word.
Games, and I can't tell you how many times to run with the football before they go something. So that's a nice job.
Better sit down over there so I can get my bird. Right?
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Sit.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Big old play action here on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Why did you want to be there?
Could I get out of this?
With extra linebackers, he brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I think it's about class warfare.
It's class warfare. It's the kind of guys that we expect from a leader of the 31st century, not the President of the United States.
It's true, because the United States of America is
And
not
a reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time, maybe it's Arians. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have 6-8 lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
What do we watch?
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage and play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Now after the touchdown, here's
I'm quiet. I'm getting smacked out here.
Good job, guys. You'll get pancakes at the end. My name is Paulina Lopez, co-host of Supermama's podcast, co-owner of OGLK restaurant, co-owner of I Love Micheladas as well. I'm also a mom, a wife, and everything in between. I have 3 beautiful daughters, a 9. Congress is set to vote today on the COVID relief deal. So what's in the $900 billion bill? Congressional correspondent Chad Burgos is live on Capitol Hill. Hi, Chad. Have you been able to read all 6,000 pages?
No, they just posted the bill text a couple of moments ago. We should have a meeting in the House Rules Committee around 2:65 p.m. Eastern Time. Because that's the gateway to put the bill on the floor. So a vote is in fact coming at some point today. And this would be the 5th voting package. But some lawmakers are asking why it took so long. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi would have taken a deal months ago.
She did not want to give President Trump a win, and meanwhile, the American people were losing. The main thing we rejected was a bailout to a lot of blue states who have mismanaged their funds. But meanwhile, we were asking her to at least let businesses have another bite at the apple at monies that were already appropriated.
The bill provides $600 to many Americans. A sizable chunk of the legislation moves toward paycheck protection program designed for businesses and work. The bill also extends an eviction moratorium, and there's money to distribute the vaccine.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught by Davis.
President Trump supports the bill.
Kodak, sit your motherfucking ass. Sit your ass down.
Thank you so much. Let's bring in Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who, of course, was part of these negotiations. And Senator, I want you to have a listen to Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Whenever a deal like this comes together, each side tries to say that the other side paid. Here's how she says.
The right shoes for the right turf.
What took so long is because you could not let our Republican power to crush the vote. I cannot understand it. Why would they not want to invest in the science that is so importantly that it requires testing, tracing, treatment, separation, sanitation, and the rest?
Senator, how do you think you would describe the delay in getting this deal to fruition today?
Well, Dana, the facts are not irrelevant. I said back in July, what the country needed was a package roughly $1 trillion focused on kids in school, small businesses, healthcare providers, direct cash payments. We tried fast.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Started advocating that in July and August. The talks were unproductive. So I essentially put that bill on the floor of the Senate in both September and October.
Now on
Not a single Democrat supported it. Their view was, give us everything we want or we won't give you anything. So it's noteworthy that at the end, they finally gave us what we could have agreed to back in July. I think what held it up was they did not want to do anything before the presidential election. I think they felt that that would disadvantage the president. But look, we finally got it done. We got it done in exactly the same amount, the same configuration that we would have been able to do back in the summer. But for all the intervening election shenanigans, all the Speaker and Democratic leaders
What about for people out there? So many of them are hurting, facing eviction, their bills are piling up, their restaurants are closed, they really want to work but they can't, that feel that this bill even is too little, too late, and that Congress is out of touch with what people are really going through.
It's not too little, too late. It's directly targeted at exactly what the country needs right now. If after the new administration comes in and they want to advocate more, we'll take a look at it based upon conditions in the country at that time. But look, the only thing that will stop this delivery is the vaccine. And it's going out, being distributed all over the country. We're going to get the country vaccinated as rapidly as we possibly can. That is the only way we ultimately are going to handle this problem.
Let me ask you about the vaccines, because I know that you guys are vaccinated. There's a little bit of grumbling from some people saying that members of Congress should not be getting this before other Americans are, but
what?
How do you think you're vaccinated?
I did. Back your ass up.
Tell me a little bit about your thinking about how you want people to know, what you want people to know about the vaccine and why you think they should take it.
Well, look, first in terms of the order of taking it, we were designated by a public health outside group to take it because of continuity of government concern. Second, I think it's important for the leaders in the country to step up, take the vaccine, and help reassure the American public, because polls indicate about half the public is either skeptical about taking the vaccine or don't want to take it at all. That has to change, because we can't solve this problem until large numbers of Americans are vaccinated. As a polio victim myself, I fully understand the significance of vaccine. It took decades to develop a polio vaccine. This vaccine was developed in under a year, a modern medical miracle. And we need to take the vaccine.
Overall, I think they want to stay positive.
Let me ask you about the fact that you have this deal that came together, and you have the Republicans in the majority, but you have these Georgia Senate runoffs taking place on January 5th. And those races will determine which party is going to maintain control. If you recall, I'm sure you do, President Obama had the majorities. They were able to pass Obamacare. They almost passed cap and trade. We got that big stimulus deal, the shovel-ready projects that weren't ready. Does anything that happened in those last few weeks coming to this deal on COVID relief point you in the direction of what you want people to know about how important those Georgia Senate races are to you?
He's going to look downfield for him.
This star loves facials and the wonderful feeling of being pampered. What if you were doing the pampering and taking a great living at it? At the Flying Institute, institution, learning how to bring out the beauty in others using the latest techniques and products, financially for those who qualify, and quantum services for graduates. Reinvent your future today at the Flying Institute. Call 1-866-99-BELONG.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
This is James from Goldman Sachs. We've discussed developments currently shaping markets, industries, and the global economy. I'm Jake Sewell, head of corporate communications here at the firm. Today we're joined by Jeff Curry, global head of commodities research for Goldman Sachs Research. Jeff's one of our most frequent guests. Always a pleasure to have him on. We're going to talk about the 2021 outlook.
Races happen to land right in the middle of this.
Pick up of 8. On second down.
Leaving them aside for a minute, what the country needs is exactly what we're going to pass later tonight. The Georgia Senate race is how we do determine whether or not the Democrats will control the entire government. What we fear is that they control the entire government. These movements to defund the right and move us in the direction of socialism will have new legs. I don't think that's what the voters voted for.
11 yards there, first down.
They were not fooling around at all. Did better than anyone anticipated. The fact that Senate Republicans did better than all the pundits said indicated the American people were voting for moderation, not far left. Winning in Georgia guarantees that the new president will be a moderate because he won't have any choice.
Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
His new incoming Deputy Chief of Staff, Jen O'Malley Dillon, she had some choice words for Republicans that she gave to Glamour magazine last week, using an expletive to describe Republican lawmakers, but singling you out in particular, saying that Mitch McConnell is terrible. What do you think when you hear something like that? When you think that they say they want to work together, they want to get things done?
What do you do? Jump up there and run?
My guess is she was probably taking some bullshit and saying that.
To his right.
Do you anticipate that in the new year you would have another chance to do a COVID relief bill? Will there be another one?
Fuck you up, Kodak.
At that point, do you think we'll be able to get liability relief for businesses into that package?
But still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
Hospitals,
because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break.
and he's going to do the best they can with an unknown disease.
Boy, you love me too?
It's a pick two, if you will.
Well, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming on the show today, Senator.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now.
I'm
There's a
sure
penalty
welcome
flag
to China.
down.
Power and
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. That's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go
by examining the from the Chinese
play,
leader.
but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
In Beijing, great power
After the penalty.
Tickle you.
listen for one man. Xi Jinping, Communist Party of the President of the People's Republic
Why is that
Give him
good?
16 yards here. Tennessee first down.
The Chinese nation has achieved a tremendous transformation. It stood up,
And they're going to
grown
stop it
rich,
right at the line of
becoming
scrimmage.
strong.
Just no cutback
It has
line
come
to
to
be
embrace
found
the thrills and
whatsoever.
prospects
Second
of
and 10.
rejuvenation.
It's October 2017, and Xi held part meeting one of his core beliefs. China's destiny is to reclaim its central role in the world.
The banner of socialism with Chinese characteristics is now flying high and proud. It offers Chinese wisdom and a Chinese approach to solving the problems facing mankind.
Now it's done. Communist China's boundaries.
Coach him trying to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points.
Like the Winter.
Stop that. What are you putting my feathers
Across 55 borders.
Come on, stinky
Professor Han Xiang says she inherited that legacy and is now China's responsibility. So that
The country's development needs Xi Jinping. It's happiness is Xi Jinping. If China wants to become a big, strong country, it will need Xi Jinping.
She says that in order to start this policy, the work to start China's GDP and per capita income is as much increase for prosperity that Chinese are enjoy and now expect. And it is harmful.
Now in the Xi Jinping era, China has developed. She is dealing with making China great and strong.
And that strength is also
What are you doing?
Xi calls for China to quote stand tall in the midst. He evokes memories of the Middle Kingdom, starting to describe China's centuries-long role as an international power. Xi has dramatically modernized China's army, navies, and air force, and opened up China's first overseas base. And most controversial, China claims almost all of the South China Sea to create a military outpost, clouding U.S. objections and international law. Paints China taxes that must be a foreign policy on the world stage. Is China's highest grossing film of all time. Starring special operations forces today in China's military. Country road hero launching a suicide mission against the bad guys and teaming up with fellow Chinese to save the day again. It's a story about a former soldier from who takes a ride in the tanks and familiar. Behind the Cold War, the U.S. has some land. Virginia asks, why can't the Chinese have their own hero?
I think for Long Feng, I want him to be a hero for ordinary people. I think human beings need heroes. There are many qualities in a hero, like bravery, selflessness, and dedication.
It's more than dedication to China. The good guys are the Chinese military. The bad guy,
Welcome to Africa, son.
is a violence-loving colonialist American.
People like you will always be inferior to people like me.
History.
In Chinese modern history, China has been bullied for a long time. You're rich, your country can protect us. You feel like you're in danger, protected by our country. Not like the foreign guys.
But Xi Jinping isn't only about protecting them. He protects and restores the prominent Communist Party. Xi is reassured his party lives and private business. He describes Hong Kong, which is a medical and high-tech company titled Star. But her main job is to lead the company's Communist Party committees. She shows off in front of the war.
This is from one of the service brands we acquired, being in the top 10 of all service brands.
Employees see the title starts service where Xi is young God written on the wall, and Hong ensures this private company adheres to the party teaching.
Today we're going to study an article. Please open the app, study Xi, strengthen China.
Under Xi, the party's primacy has increased, and targeting the youngest party members. Employees are encouraged by the company to use the Study Xi Strengthen China app to read about Xi and party leaders and take quizzes. And Hong ensures the company's vision aligns with the party's.
It not only leads our company in long-term development, the app offers our company inspiration.
For a while, that inspiration came from Xi himself. Last year, there was a primetime TV show studying the Xi in the new era. A robot in the future of rejuvenated China challenging contestants on how much Xi Jinping thought they could memorize.
这个题我又会，所以我按住了都不想出单手。
The cult of Xi has included propaganda posters in the streets, villages, and roads. The fake movement is calling Xi Dada or Father Xi. Obviously, like people, cares about the common work. Xi calls himself Core Easy, just like that. Xi's travels recreate Mao's countryside visits. This year, the cult of Xi has become less visible. But invasions like the bookstore, Xi Jinping got the book, The Price of Right. Despite the American celebrities nearby, bookstore managers complain that Xi's books are bestsellers.
Because we're entering a new era of development, the General Secretary Xi's got to point the direction for our future. So we have to seriously study the spirit of General Secretary Xi's speeches.
That's why 1,200 miles down the road, and hundreds of thousands of people reject Xi's thought and just keep the ball on the ground.
Xi Jinping's critics say he's not only spreading his own ideas, he's closing the space for anyone else's ideas. Quotes mainland China. Hong Kong. The protesters say they feel like the city's independence is being eroded.
On and off for months, Hong Kong police have clashed with protesters. Many of the protesters connect the crackdown in Hong Kong to the restriction of rights in mainland China.
How can we expect that we will have democracy when the Communist Party is trying to ban all human rights and freedom in China?
Li Chut-yong, former Hong Kong legislator who's been fighting for democracy for decades. He protested half a dozen Chinese movements. He says Xi Jinping is the most oppressive.
They begin to be even more aggressive with oppression. They ban independent suppressors from teaching about human rights because of that, and
Under Xi, more than 1 million Muslim Uyghurs have been detained in camps. Xi's China has created a network of more than 200 million surveillance cameras. And Beijing posters have put in public, especially women, that foreigners couldn't spy and steal national secrets.
What the party said is that this was for the strength. If the parties were to weaken, the country would weaken, and there would be chaos. They always bring up to people that they always So, what they are trying to say is you have democracy, then there will be chaos. We believe in democracy, but they believe in suppression.
Inside mainland China, new critics will echo that in Zhang Kong story has been published hearing. He said surveillance is increasing. That is the only place he felt comfortable inside our home. He wouldn't use Xi Jinping's
Because the Communist Party of China is unchecked, corruption is widespread within the system. So, if he wants to get rid of opponents, he can easily do so by finding evidence of their corruption. Therefore, he was able to purge many political opponents in unstoppable force.
Because Xi's eyes are everywhere. Voices who represent activists have been disbarred. Journalists who write critically have been thrown out of the country. And as many as 2 million party members have been investigated for corruption. Xi will take elected leadership and centralized authority.
The current leader has changed everything. First, he canceled the term limit on the country's presidency, and then re-raised the idea that the party needs everything. As a result, some of the achievements of the 40s no longer exist.
She's reversing the course
They were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not a breach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to win this game. Why are the needs of the country so great that Xi Jinping needs more time?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They
It's not the time to answer this question.
This one is going to go down.
And then he says to our off-camera government reminder,
During the game, in this
This is a very sensitive
maybe
issue.
hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
Xi and China face headwinds in abroad. But for the first time in modern history, the U.S. is conducting an increasingly assertive rising superpower that is integrated with the U.S. economy. And as the U.S. puts America first, China, led by a man who believes the future of the world is China as a center.
A major part of China's future, President Xi built the road in the most expensive infrastructure project in history. Chinese companies are building roads, pipelines, and railroads around the world. They're also building
It happens more often than you might think.
In the middle of West Java, Indonesia, fishermen drop nets from bamboo poles, and a tea plantation fills rolling hills that lead to a major highway in Indonesia's fourth largest
Second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're
Here
left
in
to
the
a
outskirts of Bandung, commuter trains
Tannehill going to turn
the
his
net
nose to
by
Henry.
Hill lead to Indonesia's capital, Jakarta.
And he's not
There's
going
a
to
tunnel
sniff
for
the
a high
first down
speed
here.
train.
He stops at the
And
25.
you manage
And we will get a timeout.
project
With 2 ticks left.
They constructed it to carry the fastest train in Southern Asia, able to travel 215 miles an hour. Shouts on chance with the consortium of Indonesian and Chinese companies.
The two countries' companies can complement each other, support each other, and develop together. It's fundamentally a win-win project.
2,000 years ago, the ancient Silk Road helped China spread goods, ideas, and culture all over the world. Today, China aspires to create a maritime Silk Road port.
Penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And to Kelly, watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball.
You felt your initiative was a sacred foreign policy.
No move to get the offense off.
One make great achievements. We have the confidence, conditions, and capabilities to obtain our goals. For Indonesia, the goal is to collaborate with China on development projects to lift millions of citizens out of poverty. And lower and train the Chinese workers in the fight. That growth, new jobs,
but then they spread it out people. So we always see new employment, new production.
Indonesia needs improved infrastructure. Right now, the road from Jakarta to Bandung leads through the edge of the forest where constant traffic makes a 90-mile trip takes 5 hours. On the railroad being built for the next 10 years, the trip will take 45 minutes. Bullet dreams of Indonesians traveling like the Chinese.
I experienced that when I was in Beijing, you know.
Wait.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Watch this shit get recalled now. Alright, I lost. Time to do the challenge. My legs.
At the General, we welcome you back, even after a lapse in coverage. Go to the General and pay some time.
Well, after months of back and forth, Congress has finally passed a second stimulus.
But as with most bills in Washington these days, there are a lot of questions about what is and is not going to happen this time around.
Okay, I respect Cardi B a little bit more. That shit hurt. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. You gotta compare what I just did to this, okay? You remember what I looked like? Mm-hmm. You don't?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Be careful, get your ass back. It's not on YouTube. It's from before YouTube. Mm.
CeraVe, what your skin craves. Get anything delivered. Download the Favor app today and get unlimited free deliveries for your first 2 weeks.
That's good.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Like, I want these guys to get the bag. And, like, there's something about, like, calling somebody out, which you immediately respect them a little bit more, like, willing to put yourself out there for a fight.
You called out Conor McGregor, too.
That's what Jake's doing. Yeah. That kid is a master troll, dude. He's a master creating hype. Like, dude, if I'm Dana White, I'm praying that this guy can
a Jake Paul Amanda Nunes boxing match.
That's because Dana said maybe I'll let Amanda Nunes knock him out. That's just not good for anybody.
I hope they don't do that.
That's just not good for anybody.
Yeah,
but the question is, could you
sleep on that shit? Yes, you can fight, but man, what
crack.
you say if you own the
when
company?
You look at how he knocked Nate Robinson out. That
like
short hand that he threw was very skillful.
Real punch.
That was a real punch. And it was perfectly placed. And he can hit hard.
All 3 punches were the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're a step back, overhand right.
Yeah.
That's not like got lucky. That's, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, so he's going to charge at you. Just step back and lay a right hand on him.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew exactly what he was skillful.
And that was in the middle of a wild brawl where Nate Robinson was trying to take his head off, and it was kind of unorthodox, right? So it's dangerous because Nate is super strong. He's a crazy athlete.
Yeah, unreal athlete.
Winging punches at him. So he's got to figure his way through this maze of bombs headed his way, and he clips them. Now here it is.
I think
if you look at him, look at him move. Look how well he moves away.
Yeah, this is the beginning of it.
Ties up well.
Boom.
But he's good just at tying up and using defense. And Nate was fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah, you saw him try to throw the right there.
Yeah.
Whatever, just take.
Yeah.
He's a skillful boxer, man.
Yeah.
He really is, like legitimately skillful.
There it is.
I mean, he's not world class right now, but he is 23 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a real damn. That's one that folded him, but that's not the one that folded him ultimately. He got up off of that one, and he get KO'd by the next one.
Yeah. They should have stopped it right there.
Well, he was complaining to the referee that he got hit behind the head, which is hilarious. That was so ridiculous.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
he realized at this point in time that this is not. It's not just athleticism involved here.
That's what
There's
people
a
don't
mental
get.
game in boxing that you have to understand what the fight is. It's you're at war with yourself as much as you're at war with that other person. You have to keep back it up, Jamie. Let's see that punch.
Yeah.
So let this play out. So if you watch how he knocks this dude out, like even the way he's moving his body,
game over.
I don't think that's it.
No, that's the second one.
That's just a knockdown.
Yeah, here it is.
Here it is. Bang! That's the one.
Great shot.
When you see a guy face plant like that and bounce, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Play it back. Just let it play. But if you watch
they
how
better bring these fucking PS5s.
That's a short punch, man.
Yep.
He didn't wind that up. He stepped back.
Yeah, so touch time.
He's got skill. And he's only 23. If he decides to dedicate himself to actually being a boxer,